This video will demonstrate how to start up and check out an HCR Model AC single air curtain. In this case, a previously installed Model AC will be used as an example. As you can imagine, every installation and setup is unique due to different locations and configurations, but the procedures are similar. The startup may be performed when the installation is completed and electrical power is available and connected, but adjustments cannot be completed until the rooms served by the unit are down in temperature to design conditions. Start by reading the safety pages as you will be dealing with high voltage. All necessary information to complete the startup is contained in the installation manual. Please thoroughly read all instructions before proceeding, and at any time a question arises, call the factory at 1-800-326-7700. Once the manual has been reviewed, open to the startup instruction page and begin the startup by verifying that the disconnect switch is open and the on-off switch is off. Always follow the accepted lockout, tagout procedures. Open the unit cabinets and inspect for proper and complete installation. Make sure there is no debris in the units that could be ingested into the fan and/or heater if a heater is installed. When installing access doors, make sure all latches are properly secured. And when handling access covers, always make sure the area is clear below you. Unlock and close the disconnect switch. Attach 24-inch streamers to the nozzle blades of the discharge plenum, 18 inches from the floor and ceiling panel to provide a method of airstream visualization. Incorrect fan rotation will cause little or no airflow, and streamers are a good indication of correct operation. Correct any fan rotation issues at this time. To verify heater operation, use the plenum thermometers to compare intake and discharge plenum temperatures. Target temperature rise is given in the installation manual on the Settings and Adjustment page. Now that the unit is electrically checked out, it is time to adjust the air curtain to the surrounding conditions. Begin by reviewing the installation manual diagrams of properly and improperly adjusted airstreams. This illustration from the manual depicts a properly adjusted airstream. Notice that the green line showing the primary airstream will follow a curvilinear track before reaching the intake side of the doorway. Notice that there is also some secondary airflow depicted by the red and blue arrows on the diagram. This secondary airflow is a correct result when the air door has been properly adjusted. And this illustration depicts too little velocity or angle and includes actions to correct it. Adjustments are made by changing the angle of the nozzle blades, closing or opening the damper slides, and/or adjusting the air velocity settings. And this illustration depicts too much velocity or angle, and also has directions for establishing the correct airflow. To begin the airflow setup, start on the intake plenum, loosen the intake slide blade adjustment nuts, and close the intake slide blades at the center adjustment point halfway up the plenum to about 1 1/4 inch opening. Now, on the discharge plenum, check the velocity of the discharge airstream from the discharge nozzle 18 inches from the floor and 18 inches from the top. If the air velocity does not match at top and bottom, adjust the slide blades behind the discharge slot to even out airflow. If it is high at the bottom, close the bottom. If it is high at the top, close the top. We want the velocities to be within 100 feet per minute of each other and of the required number in the manual. Now adjust the nozzle blade angles as shown. Maximize the angle and minimize the velocity to achieve an intact airstream. Again, a balance of angle and velocity is the key to an energy-efficient air curtain. Target values for these settings are given in the installation manual settings and adjustment page. After any angle or damper adjustments are made, streamer tests the airstream. The ideal setup occurs with the maximum angle with the minimum velocity so that the airstream just makes it to the intake plenum. The discharge velocity is adjusted up or down by either the variable frequency controller located inside the control panel, if so equipped, or by a hand damper inside the top equipment package. You will note that the top of the discharge nozzle blows toward the warmer side of the doorway, and the bottom of the discharge nozzle is offset to blow towards the cooler side. This is deliberately done to counteract the natural flow-through that occurs from air infiltration. As we saw in the airflow diagrams from the manual, air movement on the warm side and the cold side of the intake plenum is normal, and when equal amounts are observed, the airstream is said to be balanced or adjusted correctly. Now log all required information into the maintenance manual in the blank Settings and Adjustments page. This is how a properly adjusted air curtain looks. The streamers indicate presence of a properly adjusted air curtain. In this demonstration, when power is shut off to simulate a failed unit, we can see the streamer on the stand move as it reacts to the exfiltration of cold air. And as we turn the power back on, the air curtain is re-established, and the streamer drops as the exfiltration of cold air is blocked. This is the holding power of the vestibule in action, and this holding power is what makes it all work. These are all examples of successful HCR installations and setups in action. Traffic goes through, but air-conditioned air doesn't. Cold air stays on the cold side, and warm air stays on the warm side. Nothing blocks vision or easy passage. HCR air doors. Safe, efficient, and economical. Thanks for making it happen.